recently turned 21 and we could do wine tasting. He ended up not booking a reservation for a vineyard, but instead told me that he had gotten us a reservation at a French restaurant in LA. He told me then, and this is where I started getting a little suspicious. He told me that he wanted us to find somewhere nice to take pictures at afterwards. And when I asked him why for the pictures, he said, "Oh, so you can have some really, really nice pictures for your Instagram." So I'm like, why do you want to take pictures somewhere nice after? But I didn't think much of it after that until he said Emma has been to the botanical gardens at the Huntington Library. Emma is his little sister, and he said you should go shopping with Emma for a dress for her date since she has been there and knows how you should dress. So I was like, well, I do need to go buy a dress. You made the reservations for this week already. I do not have time. I do not have time to go shopping for a dress online. So I asked his sister if she would go shopping with me for a dress for the romantic date. She said yes. And I quote, "And while we are at it, we should have a girls' day and get our nails done." So then I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so getting engaged. Obviously, I didn't mention it to either of them. My sister-in-law and I went to get our nails done first a couple days before my date with my fiance. And while we were choosing our manicure colors, I asked, "Oh, do you think this is a cute pink? It's a hot pink." And she said, "No, I think you should get a light pink, something natural." Fast forward, I am getting my nails done, and my sister calls me because the garage door at her house was left open, and the neighbor called her to see if someone was home. Now, I didn't answer my sister's call originally because I was supposed to be home. So I declined her call, told her I couldn't answer because I was pooping. And then she goes, "Stop lying to me. I know you're getting your nails done." And then I messed up and said, "I'm so sorry. The only reason I'm getting them done is because I think I might be getting engaged this Sunday." She doesn't reply for like 5 hours and then asks me why later on. I told her X, Y, and Z. Everybody around me is being suspicious. And then she calls me and says, "I thought you said Zach wanted to ask my parents' permission to marry you with me being there. Didn't you say he wanted me to help translate just in case because of the language barrier?" And I was like, "You're right, so he probably hasn't asked for my hand." And she said, "No, he probably has, and if he did and didn't tell me, then F him." And I thought, no, don't F him. restaurant. I believe it's called Le Petit Paris. Our server was incredibly sweet. He had to step away for a second to use the restroom, and he came back saying, "Babe, I'm sorry. We might not be able to make it to the Huntington Library because I just noticed that they now require reservations on weekends, and I didn't make one." And I'm sitting there like, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about that. We can still walk around and take pictures if you want." We also had a reservation or tickets to a Broadway show in LA. We watched Moulin Rouge after, so we had a bit of time to spare between our brunch and the play. So after lunch, brunch, whatever, we decide to drive to the Huntington Library anyway. We get there and we buy 2 tickets. It's just 2 of us, so we're walking around. My heels, by the way, are killing me. They were a little bit too small, so they were like really, really tight, and so I was getting some blisters. So I was like walking and I was sweating. It was hot, but we're walking around and he's taking pictures of me. Then he says maybe we can set the phone down and record, and we'll just take screenshots of whatever pictures we like within the video because there's no one here to take pictures. And I was like, okay, cool. So I chose this open fields where I was like, oh, maybe we can take some behind pictures of us just sitting and hugging each other. And he goes, perfect. So he starts making his way back to me from the rose bushes where he placed the phone. He spins me like twice and he gives me a kiss, and I end up wiping my kiss away because my red lipstick got all over him. And then he goes, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life with me?" And I'm like, yes, of course. And then I see him start to reach for his back pocket, and my mind goes, oh my gosh, I've seen this way too many times on TikTok and Instagram. It's happening. It's happening. He gets down on one knee and again asks, "Do you want to spend the rest of your life with me?" And I go, immediately crying, yes, obviously. He pulls me in and gives me a big hug and kiss, and I'm still crying. And then he goes, "I think Emma's around here somewhere." And I'm like, what? And then Emma pops out from right behind the rose bushes where he had just placed the phone. And I'm like, I love her. Like, this is going to be my sister, and I can't believe this is all happening. And then I ask him for details about like how he has my parents and the fact that my sister Melissa was in on it the whole time. They had already spoken with my parents together about a week before the proposal, and I had texted him when I was getting my nails done saying, "Abort mission." She knows, she's onto us, but she played it off so well, so I was still surprised in the end. After that, we didn't get to see many of the botanical gardens because my heels had actually given me a very bad blister on my toe, and I'm not gonna go into details, but it was bad. So we ended up leaving. Emma showed up to the botanical gardens with her boyfriend, but because there were only reservation-based entries, she got the last ticket in the entire park. Like, it was meant to